pen, a paper, and a candle so you can fully participate in today's service.
A real candle?
A flashlight work?
A flashlight works. Thank you for that reminder.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Why don't you get it? It's right on top of the desk.
Now that got rid of everybody in a hurry.
Carry in. There's two.
A big boot of mattress ready.
Oh, boy.
I love it. I love it.
Be careful.
I have two of these just in case.
So you get all kinds of paper.
Hey everybody, we're live on YouTube, so what's your language?
Right on.
Uh-oh.
I don't think we're gonna.
That was North Carolina, Reg.
Sorry, Harry, what was that?
How was North Carolina?
Carolina's great. We're enjoying it. Of course, it's
Oh, is that where you are now? Good, good.
we're 4 days in, so we'll let you know in a couple of months.
How long will you be there?
Till the first of the year.
Oh, my goodness. That's a long stint.
You're kidding. Wow.
Nice change of scenery.
Did you go down there to cast a meaningful vote? Don't answer that question.
You wish.
Hello, Frank.
Hello, Harry.
Hello, Frank and Larry and Laura and Dawn and Betty and Janice.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, David, I just
Morning.
Facebook friend of mine a week ago who I used to hunt with in Basset Hounds in Warrenton, Virginia 30 years ago, and he's living about 20 miles south of Santa Fe now. And he rides mules out in the country.
Wow. Does he live on the main interstate or what town? Do you recall?
Oh, I'll have to look it up. It'll just take me a second. I'll let you know. I'll send you something in the chat box.
Okay.
Rich, it looks like we're ready to start. Maybe we'll put everybody on mute.
Yep, I'm going to mute everybody.
Okay.
Good morning and welcome to Unity of Kanawha Valley Sunday service for Sunday, November the 1st. Thank you for sharing your time with us today. We begin our service with the lighting of the bell and the ringing of the bell and the lighting of the Christ candle. We light this candle and we ring this bell as a reminder of the Christ light that shines in each and every one of us. And let us remember that light as we say together our opening statement. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. And allow yourself to sit with that thought for just a moment. Take it into your heart. And then repeat it with me once more together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. And now we will have our opening song and hymns led by Ron.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you again. It's good to be here with Jeff, and we're going to start off with Surely the Presence. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel his mighty power and his grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on his face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel her mighty power and her grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on his face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. And God is love. God is love. That love surrounds me. In that love I safely dwell. 'Tis above, beneath it, in me. God is love, pure love. God is love, sweet love. That love is mine, mine, and all is well. God is life, that life surrounds me. In that life I safely dwell. 'Tis above, beneath, within me. Life is mine, and all is well. God is life, pure life. God is life, sweet life. That life is mine, mine, and all is well. God is health. That health surrounds me. In that health I safely dwell. 'Tis above, beneath, within me. Health is mine, and all is well. God is health, pure health. God is health, sweet health. That health is mine, mine, and all is well. God is peace. That peace surrounds me. In that peace I safely dwell. 'Tis above, beneath, within me. Peace is mine, and all is well. God is peace, pure peace. God is peace, sweet peace. That peace is mine, mine, and all is well.
Thank you, Ron and Jeff. What a wonderful reminder. God is love, health, peace, joy. For our announcements today, Sky has asked us to have a pen, paper, and a candle available to fully participate in today's service. So maybe when we have the next song, You can run and get that. You'll still be able to listen to the beautiful music, but be fully prepared for today's service. The other thing I would like to ask you is if I guaranteed you I could give you a tool that would bring more joy, peace, love, all the good things of life more fully into your life, would you spend 4 to 5 cents a day to have that? Well, that's what the Daily Word does. It's a daily prayer, but it's also, they have articles from Unity leaders, both past and present. Here's a beautiful poem. It's just chock full of everything that brings more good into your life. So I'm going to encourage you to subscribe to the Daily Word. If you would like a copy to test it out, Pam has some at the church. She will send you one. She also has this new booklet, The Spirit of Christmas. This is an Advent booklet. So the daily readings start with the last Sunday of this month and go through January 6th. It goes through Epiphany. But there again, there are other articles in here that are just wonderful. If you've not yet established a daily spiritual practice, or if you would like to enhance your spiritual practice, have Pam send you one of these booklets. These things are amazing tools, and I get so much out of them, and I know you will too. So that's all my announcements for today, and I will send it over to Sky.
Thank you so much, Janet. It's great to be with everyone here today. I want to say good morning, welcome, shalom, namaste, and aloha. I don't have my aloha lays with us today. Today, the light in me greets the light in you. And thank you for practicing safe distancing. As you know, our country is hitting the biggest numbers that we've hit since this thing began. Every day, new records. We now have one person being diagnosed with the COVID virus every second, one person in the United States. This is according to Dr. Lena Wen, who's the former health commissioner of Baltimore. We also have one American dying every 2 minutes. So please, please continue to keep your vigilance up. I know it doesn't look like you need to. It doesn't look like we need to. I mean, it's your choice, right? But the numbers are going up, and I appreciate everyone for understanding why we're still practicing safe distancing at Unity and why our services are online. It was our birthday last week, 33 years old. I wasn't here with you last Sunday, but I do want to wish Unity of Kanawha Valley happy birthday, 33 years. And if you're interested in becoming a member of Unity of Kanawha Valley, it couldn't be easier. You're halfway there if you're coming to the service. All you need to do is let us know your name and your address, and send an email to me, and I'll send you a little one-page form, and then you can become a full member with all the voting privileges therein. The mission of Unity of Kanawha Valley is to provide you with a welcome community of love, acceptance, and spiritual growth. We celebrate our unity in being alive together, and we affirm our diversity. Each of us is on our own path. It's my personal goal that you'll feel welcome while you're here with us today, that you feel free to be yourself, and that you feel free to explore some ideas that might be useful in your life. Today, November 1st, as we do annually, we are celebrating the All Saints Day, the All Saints Feast Day. And so thank you for being with us. If you want to know about Unity, check us out online. And if you have a need, please let us know. Let Pam know, just call the church, let me know, and we will find a way to support you. Prayer is a central part of what we're about here today, so let's do that right now. Would you soften your gaze and let yourself smile and say silently to yourself, I honor the light in each person, including myself. I honor the light in each person, including myself. And give yourself a nice big yawn and a nice big stretch. Oh, imagine that you're touching someone you love. If you're lucky enough to be with someone you love, put your hand on their shoulder or on their knee, the eye, or imagine looking them in the eye and saying to them, thank you for being with me on this journey. Thank you for being with me on this journey. I want to thank each of you for being here today. Your being here is part of the world we are creating. Every small thing you do makes a difference in your life and in the life of someone else. I want to thank the universe, God, the source of all life and love, for another day on this amazing journey. And I want to thank everyone who's made this service possible, all the friends and folks at Unity, Pam and Blue, Stephen and our board, Barbie, Jamie, Rich, Peggy, Laura, and Kathy, for Ron and Jeff, our worship music leaders, for Rich, our Zoom Meister, for our amazing prayer chaplains, Sharon, Janet, Kate, and Marianne, and for our junior bell ringer and worship leader today, Janet. Janet, thank you so much for ringing our bell. Lifting up every member and friend every day. I go through the list, I think of you, I lift you up in my mind's eye. And I'm so grateful to be on this walk together with you on our journey together. And I want to remind you that God is our source. The pen is in hand, and a new day is dawning for us all. So let's join together now in a longer period of meditation and prayer. So you might notice the sounds in the room and the sounds outside of the room. It's beautifully windy here today in Charleston. You might notice the experience of being alive, of being supported right now by the floor, by the chair, by the sofa or bed, by the earth. You might notice the points of contact between your body and different elements of the physical world. You might notice the sense of the air on your skin, whether you're feeling hot or you're feeling cold. You might shine the attention of your mind inward to your body, noticing places of tension, your neck, your forehead, your jaw, your stomach. As you bring attention to these parts of your body, you might notice how they respond to that attention. You might notice your breathing. This subtle circulation of inhale and exhale. This metaphor of giving and receiving. The exchange, the taking up, the letting go, the resting. You might notice a sense of peace, a sense of calm. Jesus said, "Seek ye the kingdom." The kingdom is at hand. It is among you. It is in your midst. It is within. And so we wander around in this secret place known only to ourselves, the innermost part of ourselves. We might feel a sense of spaciousness and expansion. We might notice this experience of being alive, of having God's own spirit enliven our very being. This is a place of abundance, prosperity, and sufficiency. A place where all needs are met in the moment. A place where our connection with Source can be felt, and we can know that we are enough. This is a place of healing, of cure, of acceptance of what is, of letting go. A place that recognizes that each cell in the body, each molecule, each atom has its place, knows what it needs to do, has a wisdom and intelligence of its own, is all part of a bigger picture. This is a place of relationship, of love, of companionship, of collegiality, a place of connection. This is a place of forgiveness, of acceptance, of reconciliation. It's from this place that all forgiveness and reconciliation springs. This sense that we are all one at our core, that there is no separation, there is no division, that nothing divides us because we are a unity. And this is a place of guidance, a place of wisdom, a place of intelligence, a place where we can go when we are seeking understanding, when we are seeking what direction to move in next. A place where we can feel assurance that all is well, and sometimes a place where we can be nudged or guided in a particular direction, whether we understand it or not. And it's from this place that we reach out to anyone, anywhere, in any need or trouble. Those living in fear, those who are alone, those who are isolated and separated from people they love. Those struggling with addiction, those struggling with suicidal thoughts and impulses, those struggling financially and economically, those struggling to feel free, to feel that there is justice in their community and in the world. We remember everyone everywhere who is working for a fairer and more just community. We remember everyone everywhere who is serving their community by showing up, by courageous actions, by being there for others even at their own risk. We know that no one is alone. We know that God's presence is spread out equally everywhere without any exception. And that the awareness, the consciousness of God's presence is possible to all people at all times, in all places, in all circumstances. And for this, we are truly grateful. Now we'll hear the daily word.
Am I unmuted?
You're okay? You can just start reading.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
November 1st. I bless the people whose lives has touched mine. Grandparents, parents, siblings, members of my extended family, teachers, friends, co-workers, every person I've known has, by his or her example, helped me feel more deeply what it means to be human. Some have encouraged my curiosity. Some have taught me life skills. Some have modeled positive attitudes and behaviors. Some have loved me fully and unselfishly, and some have helped me learn to love even when loving felt difficult. Today, I remember the people whose lives have touched mine. I pause to think kindly of each one as I savor memories of times we spent together. Whether we're still in one another's lives, have lost touch, or are separated by death, I know the experiences we have shared continue to enrich our lives and deeply bless us on our spiritual journeys. I remember you always in my prayers. Romans 1:9.
This morning we're going to do one of my songs I wrote with my friend John Wickstrom, and I've done it once before, a long time ago. It's about a question of aging gracefully, and Jeff, my masked compadre, will be playing the brass band on this song. It's called "It's All Up to You" on the ukulele. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. complain, nobody cares. You can be grumpy and lonely, and you can go on and on, yelling at the kids, yelling at the neighbors. Hey, you, get off of my lawn. You can be sad and blue if that's what you choose. You can be old if you want to. It's all up to you. Now you can be young if you choose to. Wake up with a smile on your face. Laugh away your troubles. Laugh away your struggles. Laugh away your pains and aches. You can be alive and happy. Remember, it's all in your mind. If you are what you think, then I think you should make your thoughts loving and kind. You can be fresh and new if that's what you choose. You can be young if you want to. It's all up to you. Now I'm not saying that anybody's gonna get out of here alive. No, I'm just saying you get to choose whether to live or just survive. Oh, take it, Jeff. Oh, you can be rich if you want to. When you see you already are. Glad for what you have. Glad for who you love. Glad that you've come this far. Or you can put your nose to. But then how you gonna smell flowers that you find on your path along the way? All the best things in life are free. Just open your eyes and see. You can be rich if you want to. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. It's all up to you.
Thank you so much, Ron and Jeff. That was amazing. Very funny song. I really appreciate that, and a great song for today, where we're celebrating All Saints Day. I do have a little joke, one of my favorite election day jokes. So the corrupt politician died tragically and was sent up to the gates of St. Peter, where where St. Peter sees if you're in the book and you get to go to heaven or you go to the other place. So he arrives at the gates, and St. Peter says, we've changed things around a little bit. We're not just letting people go straight in. We want to give you a tour of both heaven and hell and let you decide what you want to do. And so he says, well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to heaven, but if that's the way it is, okay. If I can't bribe my way in, and St. Peter says, no, sorry, that's the rules. So they get on the elevator and they go down, 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 down to the gates of hell. The elevator opens up, and it's the most amazing golf course this politician had ever seen. And all of his friends are there who had passed on before. They are playing golf. It's beautiful weather. Everybody gets a hole in one, or I don't know how it works down there, but they're having a great time. All the lobster, all the shrimp, whatever you like to eat, that's what they've got. And so he's there for a couple of hours, and St. Peter says, okay, it's time to, we want you to go. Oh, no, this is really nice. Well, you ought to see heaven first, and then you can make your decision. So they get back in the elevator, up, 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 up. They go to heaven. Doors open on the elevator. Clouds, people wearing halos, playing harps. Everyone is content. Everyone is happy. And the guy stays there for a couple of hours, and it's fine. It's nice. And so they get on the elevator, they go back to the in-between spot, and St. Peter says, okay, those are your choices. What do you want? The politician says, oh, well, it's a tough choice, but I really enjoyed playing golf. I think I'll go back down to hell. And so St. Peter says, okay. So the elevator goes down, 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 down. The doors to the elevator open, and it's just as you would expect. Fire, brimstone, desert, terrible smell, lava, volcano, all that. The guy gets out and he looks at St. Peter and says, what's going on? St. Peter takes off. There's the devil. He goes over to the devil. He says, what's going on? Yesterday there was a country club here. And the devil said to him, oh, yeah, yesterday we were campaigning, but today you voted. All right, well, thank you for those smiles and laughs. Put your hand on your heart, please, and repeat after me. This is my heart. Through it, I am connected to my neighbor, to my source, and to myself. I'm learning to trust it in all things, and I am grateful. Amen. Well, I know a lot of people are worried this week, worried for our country, worried for our society, worried for their own health. So many things going on this week. And I was part of a group chat, and someone in the group chat wrote that it just felt like God was missing. They said, where is God in all this? It just feels like God is missing. And I remember having that kind of mindset in the sort of the distant past, where I could think that if things weren't going well, God must be missing. And I'm so happy that I'm not kind of in that theology now, that I'm celebrating a way of thinking that reminds us that God is always present at all times and in all places to all people. It's not based on what our ego defines as things working or things not working in our lives. I remember in that old way of thinking, if it wasn't going my way, well, God must be missing. Wow, my ego really had control of my theology back then. So I'm so happy to be able to come with a unitive theology that says God is one, the world is one, the universe is one. It's impossible for God to be missing because God is in all places at all times for and with all people. There is no place, there's no spot where God is not, as the Unity Sunday School poster says, there is no spot where God is not. In the Daily Word this week, there was a beautiful sentence. It was the one on grace. Grace is a divine thread that runs through the fabric of your life and mine, weaving a pattern of wholeness, prosperity, and peace. And I would say you could substitute God. You could substitute love in that definition of grace. God is a divine thread that runs through the fabric of your life and mine, weaving a pattern of wholeness, prosperity, and peace. October's one of my favorite months spiritually. We have the birthday of Gandhi. We have the birthday feast day celebration of St. Francis of Assisi. And here at the end of October, with Halloween and November 1st, All Saints Day. Halloween has to do with the night before All Saints Day. The word hallow from Halloween means holy. It wasn't originally a time to get the goblins out or to do what we do with it now. It was a day where we remember those who have passed on before us, those people that we might consider saints in our lives. The word halo, if you look at a picture of the saints in a church or from the Renaissance, the saints were, or even more recently, the saints were always depicted with this shining light around their head. That's how you know that's an important person. Those are the saints. The word halo comes from the same root as the word Halloween. Halo is the light that emanates from a person. Whether you see it or not, apparently somebody along the way saw this light, saw this glowing. Charles Fillmore referred to halos being painted around the saints as a sense of their aura, that saints had a glow, that the light of God shines out through them in such a visual way that you see something different in them, in their brightness. The halo, the aura, how is it created? Fillmore writes that prayer liberates the energies, the pent-up energies of the mind and body. Those who spend time within create a spiritual aura, he writes, that eventually envelops the whole body. Luke testifies when Jesus was praying, his countenance was altered and his clothes became white and dazzling. Moses, when he comes down from Mount Sinai, his face shone brightly, so much that the people couldn't look at it. He had to wear a veil, is what the story says. So we have this idea of the important people in our lives, the people who shine the light of God out through their lives in a bright way. I do want to say about this word holy, that unity does not see a distinction between what is holy and what is not. A lot of our theologies have this dualistic piece to it. We've got the holy and the secular, the profane and the holy. In unity, no, everything is holy. There's no difference. It's all one. Everything is holy. Every person, every man, every woman, every animal, everything. Saints are no different than you or I. We might be a saint to someone. I'm sure that each of us who's on this call has been a saint to someone, whether you knew it or not. And we all certainly have saints who have shown their light in our direction, and we were the beneficiaries of it. We all express our holiness in different ways. The saints are often our teachers. They are our role models who walk the walk. Not all of our teachers are considered by us to be saints. You might know what I'm talking about here. Sometimes our best teachers are the people who give us the most trouble at any given time. Some of our teachers teach us by showing us how we don't want to be. Today, we remember the teachers that were positive examples for us, who taught us by thought and by word and by deed, whose light shone out into our lives. Those people who saw in us, those people who saw in us something that we did not yet see within ourselves. I bet everyone on this call has had someone, a teacher, an adult, a parent or family member who saw something in you before you even knew it was there. They believed in you. They were a believing mirror, and they held that up to you. And maybe eventually you stepped into it. These are the people who believed in us and helped us come to believe in ourselves. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross writes, the most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, have found their way out of the depths. These people have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and understanding of life that fills them with compassion, with gentleness, and a deep, loving concern. Beautiful people don't just happen. Just like stained glass doesn't just happen, stained glass has to be broken first, and then it's put together in a beautiful way. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross says, saints are made by taking life's experiences and shining the light of God's love through it. I had a moving experience this week I wanted to share with you. I volunteered to make some phone calls to folks to remind them that they could vote. I wasn't calling just anyone. This is a project with a group called the Family of Convicted Persons. And we were calling people who were formerly incarcerated, West Virginia citizens, West Virginia members, West Virginians who had been in prison, who did not know that they could vote. The law has just changed within the last year or two. And so we were calling to inform folks or to remind them that you thought you might have lost your right to vote because you were incarcerated, but that's no longer the case. And I've got to tell you, I had some amazing phone calls in the group in my, the group of people that were calling. I called people who already knew, and that way it was lovely. They were so appreciative of the reminder that they had the right to vote, and they thought that they didn't. But some of the folks in my group, the person they were calling had no idea that they could now vote. They thought they had lost that right completely, but no, that right was still, or now is theirs. It was an amazing experience of reminding someone that they still are of value, that something that they had lost is still within them. If we make it a theological thing, that the love of God is still within you no matter what. Paul called our saints the cloud of witnesses, the cheering section, if you will, the folks in the stadium who are watching you run the race and are cheering you on. In Hebrews 12, he says, therefore, we also are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses. And therefore, because we have this cheering section, lay aside every burden, lay aside every concern about lack, which so easily ensnares us. You hear the prosperity idea in there. Put down the idea that you are not enough and run with endurance the race that is set before you, knowing that this cloud of witnesses, this cheering section is cheering you on. When we become a believing mirror for someone else, we become a potential saint for them. When we remember those people who have been believing mirrors for us, we remember our personal saints. So I want to kind of close this thought with this idea from the Daily Word, that a saint is a person who represents that divine thread that runs through the fabric of your and my life. that those saints, those people are part of that thread that runs through the fabric of your life, that weaves a pattern of wholeness, prosperity, and peace. God talks to everyone all the time. And God especially talks to us through our relationships. And so I want to encourage you to take a moment. We're going to play a little bit of music, just like we do when we do the burning bowl at the first Sunday of the year. And if you've got a pen and paper, this is an important enough activity. I would like to do it during the service because I know how easy it is to put things off. So I want to encourage you, get a piece of paper, get a pen, think about someone who was a saint to you, someone who might be gone, they might still be alive, maybe you haven't had contact with them in years, and just write 3 sentences of gratitude to that person. Rich is going to play a song for about 3 or 4 minutes. Well, let's just do one song, Rich, while you have a chance to think about that. You might not have all the time you need, but you could start it now, and then we'll close. So, Rich, if Thank you, Rich. I appreciate that. So if you need more time, feel free to take it after the service today. If you've got a candle nearby and you want to light it, you might let that candle be your remembrance of this person. I see some of you holding their candles up. I was going to recommend that you could burn this letter and kind of send it off, let it go, or do with it what you want. I know it's a windy day out there, so be careful whatever you decide to do. Thank you so much for, I feel moved. I had some guilt come up about my relationship to this person besides the gratitude that I felt. And so I had a chance to also ask forgiveness for how I wasn't there for this person in the same way that they were there for me. So whatever came up for you, I hope you're having a healing experience with it. I want to thank you for being here with us as we remember the important people in our lives. And I want to close with just a little prayer, just a little metta prayer. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. May all beings be free. May all teachers and saints be peaceful. May all teachers and saints be happy. May all teachers and saints be safe. May all teachers awaken to the light of their true nature. May all teachers and saints be free. Amen. Well, let's hear another song from our amazing band as we bring this service to a close. I'll turn it back to you, Rich.
That you need to care.
One of my favorite songs. We certainly have need of it today.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Oh, please swallow your pride if I have things that you must borrow, for no one can share those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll have you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Come on, Jay. that you need to carry. I ride up the road, I'll share your love. If you just call me, you just call on me, brother. When you need a hand, we all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean. You just call on me, sister. When you need a hand, we all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll have you carry on. Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, and I'll have you carry on. Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Somebody to lean on. I need somebody to lean on. Oh, lean on.
Thank you, Ron and Jeff, for that music where we know that even if we can't be in person, we can lean on each other through Zoom and through these wonderful technology that we have today. So at this time, we do ask for your support of this ministry as we are in the flow of giving and receiving. We help one another. So we say thank you for that. And if you would, repeat with me our offering blessing. Divine love, moving in and through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, I trust God, and I am grateful. So we say thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone that supports this ministry with their time and their talent and their treasure. We love you all, and so it is. Amen. So at this time, we'll go into our birthdays. Now, I have a list of 8 birthdays here, and unfortunately, I have lost electricity at my house, so I can't, on my phone, I don't get a good gallery view. So I'm asking if I miss a birthday, if you will unmute yourself and shout out the name. But the names I have for birthdays this week, we have Dreama Slack, Juanita Ruth One, me, Lisa Beck, Jeannie Chandler, Sharon Mullins, Megan Lyons, and Delilah Flowers. Now, have I missed anyone, or is anyone else celebrating anything? Unfortunately, I can't see you, but I'll give you a minute to shout out if anyone has anyone
keeping a watch for you, Janet.
Okay, do you see any hands for me there, Scott?
Somebody just said something.
I have a birthday this week.
Dawn.
Yeah.
And tell me who you are, because I can't see you.
Dawn.
I can't see you.
Dawn Warner.
Dawn. Okay, Dawn. Very good. Dawn Warner has a birthday this week. Okay, is that everybody?
All the Valentine's Day birthdays. And David Kershner chats in. He had a birthday this
week. David. Okay, David has a birthday this week. Very good. Very good. Okay. Well, Rich, if you will play the birthday song, we'll just sing happy birthday to these 10 people. was great. I feel your energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now let's join together for our peace song and the prayer for protection.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Now together our prayer for protection. The
Light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Wow.
Oh, that was great.
Thank you, everybody, for being with us. Feel free to unmute and we can visit for a little while. Hey, Stephen. Hey, Phyllis. Hi, Suzanne.
Everybody can unmute.
Hi, Ernie. Hi, Vaughn. Hi, Betty. Hi, Harry.
Hello, Sky.
Hello, David.
Hello.
Hey, David.
Happy birthday, David.
Thank you.
What you eating this morning?
Bacon.
Breakfast of champions. Happy birthday, Dawn.
Thank you.
Hi, Frank. Hi, Marie. Hi, Janice.
Hello.
Hi, Mary Beth. Hi, Freddie. Hi, Everett. Everett gets a nice kiss.
Here.
Barbie, I like your hair. You're growing it out.
Getting long.
You haven't taught Danny how to cut it, huh?
You don't want that.
Hi, Robert.
Hi, honey. Hey, Ernie.
Hello, Ernie.
Hi, Ernie.
Hi, Jan.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hello, morning.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Ernie.
Hey.
Hi, Lori.
Well, I'm
Rich, you want to
going
turn the YouTube off?
Rich, turn the YouTube off.
Yep.
The area I know Sirius.
How do you like it?
Well, it's a little funky